It's starting. Aw, man, it's just a rerun. Cortex chip diagnostic. All right, is this is this a fucking like water puzzle here? Motor optics. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay. Was It's trying to talk. Doesn't seem like a happy robot. I'm right here, buddy. Oh. My bad, robot. I just made that poor thing suffer for no reason. Alright, Cortex chip gathered. What was the other thing I needed? I remember the gel, I remember the Cortex chip. I don't remember what the other part I'm looking for is. Battery. Everyone remembers that it is a battery. Well, thank you, everybody, for your good memories. Okay, so we're down currently. Okay, alright. Poison the well. Comms workshop. Containment 2, airlock. So we've done upper. I don't know if we've been in power room. That might be where we need to get the battery. Hydroponics we've done. We have to stop it. Yeah, power room seems good. We're currently in Containment B. Comms workshop. Alright. Nothing there. That's how we came in. Ooh. Have to up the age rating of this video. That was a bra. Oh my. All hot and bothered now. Alright. Oh, such a terrible joke. Hydroponics, containment. Oh, I keep forgetting that this fucking room does that every fucking time. Here is what we were looking for, the last stairwell. Well, our choices are made for us. We go this way. Main entrance. Containment. Alright, so this has an override. That's what we're gonna have to do. Let's look at what's currently already unlocked before we go ahead and unlock a bunch of doors. I see a bunch of people had their heads pop. We already knew we couldn't read them because they don't have heads. Oh yeah, now this is definitely 100% confirmed to be exploding heads. So that mystery is over. Research facilities. Well, this seems like a kind of bad place, so when we override the locks for this room, we know something bad will happen. You never have a pile of bodies in front of a door and it doesn't do bad things. Locked, locked. Well, that's it. We have to override. Let's start the party. Power room probably has the thing we need. What we got in there? Got a door, okay. Exploding head syndrome, just literally this time, says Gale. EHS afflicting more and more every day. Call your doctor if you think you might be suffering from exploding head syndrome. I won't have what he's having. Oh, 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 oh. What we got here? Nothing going on in there. Whoa, that's the kind of food that comes out when you use one of these little, like, Keurigs for food? It's a photograph! It's a JPEG! Delicious, down the hatch. Alright. Oh, I could use that guy's laptop. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. I am a robot. What are you saying? I eat JPEGs? I want to play with your laptop. Excuse me?
Johan Ross was found dead on time this morning. The ARC team went down a couple of days ago, but I see no reason to suspect them playing a part in his death. The climber can't be operated from the Abyss, so there was a scheduled retrieval. The climber returned with only the lifeless body of Alpha member Johan Ross. No traces of the ARC team. Cameron, Eames, Lansky, all studying the body inside containment. I'll follow up with whatever they find. Delenda Est.
Yeah, that's probably why all these heads are popping here. What else would you eat but dank memes and JPEGs? Ones, zeros for breakfast. Breakfast of champions.
Pushing all systems to their limits. Ironically, the dead Dr. Johan Ross would be the perfect person to ask why the WAM was making such a big buzz about his passing. After all, the WAM isn't supposed to want anything. And definitely not to mourn people.
Interesting.
The system overload affects the staff considerably. Headaches, loss of sleep, unwarranted stress. And it seems to be getting worse. I could use some advice so you can get through. Delenda Est. Things are out of hand. The staff looks like they're about to explode.
We're getting a lot of explode jokes, guys.
Nosebleeds, and the rest keep wiping stains of blood from their eyes to keep them from overflowing. It's to do with the WOW trying to free Ross somehow, for sure. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the body just got up and left. Rani Herber, our dispatcher, has been snooping around asking questions she shouldn't. She says she's going down into the Abyss to find Alpha. I can't bring myself to stop her.
And that was her head popping. Oh, wait a second. Message not sent. When and where did Spoopy become a thing? That's actually kind of a good question. If I recall, the first time I heard it was an Adventure Time episode, and then I just kept on using it because I loved Adventure Time. And it's just one of those things that... normal words that are slightly changed to be a little bit silly are fun. So that's probably why spooky became spoopy. Feel free to correct me if anyone has a proper etymology for why spoop became a thing. Power room. We know this stuff loves power. Alright, we got a moving body over there. An air vent. I want to avoid running away from monsters for as long as possible. Just kind of like accomplish everything and then have the monster chasing segments happen. That way we're not doing it forever. Ooh, got an article about Spoopy. Oh, yeah, interestingly enough, this door did not open. Looks like a spelling mistake that people just latched onto. That's really funny. Alright, well, we can't open that air vent anyway. Oh my! That is shockingly not something I can interact with. Got a plug that might come into play soon. Yes, it does look very Geiger. He really liked the biomechanical. If this also looked like a penis, then it would be 1,000,000% Geiger. Right now, it's merely a 90% Geiger. You add a vulva or a penis there, total Geiger. Lady Link asks, did you miss Chaos? We're not doing Chaos today. We will resume Chaos in the near future. Well, oh god. I'm seeing a spook. So yes, we beat Bowser on Monday. So the challenge run is completed. We're gonna try and get to 120 stars in the future. I'm taking a brief Mario break just to recharge. Oh god. Very scary. It was probably around like 10:30 when we completed it. Oh god. I wonder if that's Ross. Oh, thank you very much. Oh god, is it looking at me? Alright, it's not moving. Don't worry, don't worry. It has been preserved for posterity. It lives on forever now. Ah, damn it. I don't think that's Ross. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and take this. It's definitely what we're here for. We gotta sneak by. Sneaking failed. Ah, fuck. Let's just do the running away. Ah! Ah, god damn it. It's alright. It's alright. We have to get hit 2 times. Crawl our way into the robo butthole. So I'm thinking that was the lady who was asking questions and was in one of those recordings. Where's the last robo hole we found? Right there. But yes, Lady Link, that segment of Chaos Mario is in the video section of the Twitch, and it will be on YouTube in a couple of weeks. Let's never go into the power room again. That place sucked. Food importer. The assistance importer says that maybe all the biomechanical people we saw might be awake and alive now. Well, given that their bodies aren't on the floor anymore, that's looking very likely. Awesome! I think this was Ross, the thing we saw in there. Well, fuck me. Where were we all set up? I don't remember what room we were in anymore. I don't think it was the clean room. No, it was not the clean room. Oh! Don't look at that. Jesus. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't think it was that room. Dive room. Might have been the dive room. Son of a bitch. Can't close that door. Oh, god damn it. You died. God damn it. Nothing quite like looking behind you and seeing something sprinting at you. Well, fuck. Alright, so this is right after we came down the stairs. This'll blow up. I'm pretty sure that room we were just in is definitely the right room. Robot repair, dispatch. Yeah, dive room, because that's where the suit was. We need the power suit, so it's through the dive room. Don't need the clean room. We need the dive room. Maybe if we don't look behind us. Fuck it, I'm running. She saw us last time.
happening?
Lock the door!
It's locked! What's going on?
Managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
Let's go ahead and give myself a head.
This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
Battery. Glue it all
Picture it's
together.
all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. All right, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
It will be
Why would
fine.
You in the suit.
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Won't be like before. Close my eyes and then.
And then open them again.
All right. Let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
I love that she's not mentioning the most important part, which is I'm going to open my eyes, and I'll be in that suit, but the continuation for me is going to be in this chair. I'm not going to leave this chair. It's a coin toss, so to speak.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
Is that about the same height? Looks like the same height. Not quite the same frequency, though. Oh, it's so close. There we go. Lock
That's
those
everything.
parameters.
You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat. Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world,
You know, Indians thought photos would steal their souls.
Hey,
in this
callback.
case, they'd be right.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
Oh boy.
Captain?
What was that?
No, it's just,
Why was it still talking?
it's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if... What if he didn't need to?
Will you do that?
No. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
We're gonna let other me make his own choices. I'm not gonna make those choices for him. Again, the real horror of this game is stuff like this. But yeah, if he wants to drain his own battery, he has the choice to do that later on. Ah, this game. Well, the interesting part there... you wouldn't want to be that Simon. Earlier in the game, I wasn't given a choice when it came to killing other robots. If I was given a choice, I would have made other choices, but the only way to progress in this game was to murder some robots. There's that one, there's this one. Alright, what we got here?
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Descend. Passengers? 1.
Take a seat and we'll be off.
Little friend, come on in! Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be that Simon either.
It's dumb luck, right? And I woke up in the right body. It's a redundant copy. I'll never experience my journey, the full journey. He wouldn't understand. How could he? I couldn't do it, and you knew it. You were right in trying to hide it from me. Only wish you'd done a better job. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I did it, tuck my arms so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Uh-oh. Less than ideal.
Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Okay. Ooh, we got some bioluminescent things going on. That's awesome. Let's see. Take a peek at chat here. I was very engrossed in what was going on in the game. They're basically the same. DJ Squig says, in his opinion, there is no coin flip. The new body is an exact copy of Simon. I agree that at the moment the copy is made, yes, they are the same. In that instance, you have two copies of the same exact person. But now that I have done different things and the other one has been sleeping, we've diverged. Now I have experiences the other Simon doesn't have. You know, I've now gone down into the abyss. The other Simon will never know this part of the journey. So now we're two different people. At first we are the same, but the further and further apart we get, the more and more different these two Simons will become. Is it the Simon? That's the thing. Like, who is to say which one's the Simon? I think they're both the Simon.
Why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. I think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry. It should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
So yes, I agree. There is no lucky choice. Each of them has their own perception of continuity. One Simon got into a chair, and then from that point, two Simons woke up. One in the same chair, one in a different chair. Same thing with the Toronto Simon. He got in a chair, he got out of that chair, and 100 years in the future, I got out of a different chair. This Simon that we're currently playing. If we want to have a fun conversation that I love to have with Andrew all the time, because we're on different sides of this opinion.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than movement.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Oh yeah, that was a very metaphysical game.
Dreaming.
Yes. But generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be
Interesting.
worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
So, a conversation that me and Andrew enjoy having is, let's say they invent a teleporter. You could pop into this teleporter and instantly teleport. Ooh, something spooky's going on. Okay.
You did it! You did it! I will make preparations.
Well, God. I don't think that's a good guy. Let's finish all the cutscenes and then we'll continue our conversation.
Oh, good, you're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Numbs you right out.
It spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound.
Yeah, no shit.
It was very strange. I thought it was gonna kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good, not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the Abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
The other you's been here. We're following your own footsteps, Kat.
When I have footsteps,
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for town and find that arm.
I mean, we know for sure that at the very least her body is down here. We had those trackers for the suits. She was wearing one. We were able to trace that part of her story through the audio logs. So yes, let's say there is a teleporter, right? You pop into this machine, and instantaneously you appear in a new location. For you, it's a one-way trip, you know? You get in the machine, you get out another machine. But, let's say, for the sake of argument, the way this machine works is it makes a copy of you. You're scanned in the first teleporter, and then at the other destination, every molecule that was in your body is copied and rearranged exactly as the first person that stepped in the machine had them. It's a perfect replica of you as a person. And in that same instant that you are copied in the second location, the first you is vaporized. So you essentially kill yourself. You get into a machine, it's a suicide booth, you die. But a million miles away, on a new planet somewhere, a copy of you instantaneously is formed, and you walk out of the machine. So for the person that gets out of that machine, it's one single line. It's a straight line from point A to point B. It's a continuation of your existence. But for another you, the one that got into that first box, it was death. Would you be willing to get into that machine? Like, I would get into the machine because it's instantaneous. Like, you won't feel yourself dying, you're just vaporized, and then another you is on another place. It's just the same you as far as I'm concerned, because for me, I'm not religious, I'm not spiritual, I don't believe that we have a special thing called a soul. I believe we are just we are a collection of bits and bots and boops. We have a personality that's comprised of our experiences, and all those things form us. So if that's an exact copy of me, and there is no split in our timeline, then I'm just fine. And yes, I am in the Abyss, Biscotti Muncher. Would I rather be vaporized before or after I'm rematerialized? I would want it to be a confirmation, like, yes, payload has reached destination, then incinerate. I don't want to, like, whoops, didn't teleport, blah, don't exist anymore. It looks like the Abyss is going to be a very, very scary place. It is 8:30. This might be a good point to stop and move on to party games. We'll just do a general little look around, see what we got going on. Got some checks, evacuations, some failed instances. Not much on this computer. Ooh, there's some weird noises down here. Let's see. Assistance importer would thank their previous self for their sacrifice for you to teleport. DJ Squig, I would guess the biomaterial would be reclaimed for the teleportation of someone else. Yes. You know, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Danger. Area unsafe. Stay close to the lights. Alright, so Tau is down here. Let's try and get inside Tau, and then we'll swap over. Alright, we're walking away from the lights. Let's journey toward the lights. I do like how they made it harder to see down here. We are exceedingly deep. The Abyssal Zone is so deep, light cannot penetrate. This is where those really fun fish live, like anglerfish.
Tau? Come in, Tau. Please answer, Tau. Nothing. It's dead.
Let's move out. We'll try the next one.
Sounds like that's our our other version of Catherine, so that's exciting. She might be down here even alive. Unlikely that she's alive. More likely she's dead. But still exciting. For more metaphysical quandaries and ethical debates. So, always a fan. What we got? What we got? Not much. Not much in here. Very excited to find out what's making those pressure sounds. Bioluminescent fish. Yes, thank God it came with a flashlight. What other good ethical debates do I know of? Well, ethical debates are a little bit different. Like what we were just discussing with our getting into machines and stuff, there's a little bit of ethics involved, but a lot of that's like metaphysical, the nature of the self. There are a lot of ethical debates, such as the classic trolley experiment, you know? If a train's going to run over 5 people and you hit a switch and it'll just run over 1, do you make the choice to save 4 people over over the 1? Strong torrents expected. When are we gonna get the Varia suit? When we start playing Metroid, that's when we'll get the Varia suit. Did I come from this direction? I feel like I remember the goopy bits, so I don't think we came from this direction. Oh, this person's seen better days.
Jesus, did you see that? Stick to the lamplights. They won't go near them.
I can't fail, Glasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Saran. He'll know what to do.
Raj, you can tell him yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
Glass! We lost the path! We need to go back!
I know where to go. Come on.
It's over there! The light is over there!
Final push, Raj. Almost there. We just...
Well, there's something scary in the water now, we know. Can't open that door. Sounds like there's something scary in the dark, and it doesn't go near light. 700 meters! So we want to go with the blue lights. Scary noises. Definitely seems like the Abyssal Zone. Oh! I can confirm. There's a scary thing in here with us. Alright, what we got here? Inventory. Alright, some food. Mission logs. Yes, Robo-Shark. Tried squid as a lure. Frilled shark. Rare shark approached the luminous lure. Circled around to eat the dried squid. Unlikely frequencies depth. An anomaly. Yeah, sharks usually wouldn't be down here. Blue marlin. Not pictured a blue marlin. Giant squid was the result, though. Size of a man. Frantic attack tore the marlin apart. As soon as we turned on the lights, it quickly fled the area. Another specimen affected by the leaking structural gel. Alright, so we know WoW, the rogue AI, It altered the structural gel to basically just do crazy stuff, and that leaks into the ocean, makes some robot fish. It may have started down here in the Abyssal Zone with Site Alpha, which may have been a secret site. The creatures disfigured by the gel are manic and will attack anything. Still hard to determine how WoW has affected their behavior beyond their apparent aggression and affinity with light. The creatures seem to hunt something particular, something not present in this ecosystem. Freaky. What we got here? Picture of the giant squid, picture of the frilled shark. I got a door. No lights out there, so I don't think I want to go out that door. A robo-hole. Or a Healy hole, depending on your preferred vernacular. I guess we gotta go out there. Let's kind of ring the establishment for a second. Where are my blue lights? Bring them back. I don't think this turns them on. All right. We know it's this way. Oh man. Blue lights, all right, we're good. Keep my flashlight on. We're gonna stick with the lights. No reason to tempt fate. Aw, damn. Not sure what that is. Alright, more blue lights. But I want to see if there's any bodies nearby. It's a love story. Jesus, no! God damn! Badfish, I thought they didn't like light. I shined my flashlight right at them. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, probably standing in the light's the right way to go. Insufficient power.
Tao, can you hear this? Anyone there?
This is Tao. Who is this?
This is Ian Peterson of Theta calling. I got a team with me, and we're about half a kilometer from Tao.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, we're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you got is absolutely rabid.
Yes, it
The
is.
storm comes and goes. The instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people. Tao, keep the doors unlocked. We're coming in.
I wonder how Tao's doing as a station. Oh wait, abort! I remember that this always knocks out the lights. But we did get hurt by those fishies, so healing's a good idea. garage. What are we in right now? Whatever. Let's not think about it. That doesn't do anything. Probably have to access this from outside. Not seeing a way in. Not seeing anything else that we need to fix. Let's recharge our flashlight a little bit. Beacon offline. Beacon offline. Oh god. We gotta follow this thing. Let's not turn off the lights here, little droney friend. There are very scary things in this very dark water. Oh, that's not good. Well, there's one of the team members. Or that could be the guy who followed us down. Who went ahead to make preparations. Jesus! Did that just eat my robot? I think it just ate my robot. Hey, dog. I don't like the looks of this cave. Oh, Lord. Are we inside something alive? Alright, that was a little looping circle. Oh, they look like face huggers. It's really getting to me. Oh, is this how I came in? This looks like how I came in, and it's very, very likely I just got turned around. Yeah. Green lights, we have the little crabby things. Green lights ahead, I made a right, so let's go straight. Keep going straight. I guess they're deep water spider crabs. Like Abyssal zone spider crabs. Well, I imagine spider crabs you find way up at the non-abyssal layers of the ocean are bigger. These are abyssal spider crabs. Blue lights, that's what we want to see. Ah. I wonder if that's Preparation Guy or one of the former crew members that had a bad time. I don't think it's glowy enough to be Preparation Guy. Ah, nice. Storm's dying down. Oh, everyone definitely had a bad time. If there's one thing you take away from this game, everybody under the sea had a bad time. At least the people on the surface, their bad time was relatively short. I guess depending on what side of the Earth you were on when the comet hit. Ah, but is that true across all types of life? Is it certainly true for, say, squids, giant squids that get very large? But I imagine not everything gets super giant under the sea. Like thermal vent life, that tends to be pretty small because it's a very small ecosystem they have to work with. Alright, we made it to Tau. I have very much been enjoying this game. Open sesame. Whoa, loading zone. Ooh, those loads.
To be inside. Let's find the Ark.
You're telling me. Dive room. Boop. Oh, Tau has to be ultra fucked. Like, this place has got to be a mess. Just going by what we heard of the logs when we were in Theta, you know this place is just a wreck right now. Alright, suit status. Suit 3 is active, so we do have an active suit somewhere. Let's see, suit 3... Kotzi? Kotzi? A long string, Yoshida. So Yoshida might be in a suit right now. Still says there's one in Omicron, and one at the climber station, and there's one in Tau. So I'm guessing it's not tracking my suit, the one I'm in.
Welcome to Tau. What's left of it.
Are you guys alright? What happened here?
It's Catherine.
We ran out of real food long ago. People have been getting sick. Haven't heard from anyone in months.
No shit, they all think you're dead down here. Some failed evac story circulating at Omicron.
Oh, God.
Listen, son. We're on an important mission, and we need your help to operate the Omega space gun. When it's done, we can all head back up the plateau. But now we need to get moving.
Of course. Head on through to the habitat. We shut off the front section to preserve power.
All right. See you soon.
All right. So we're in Tau, we've made it. This is probably a great place for us to move on. We've heard about the space gun. They have a very large railgun that they're going to use to launch the Ark into space. However, this is the first time it's referred to as the Omega space gun, which is just a great name. Perfect name. Anyway, we'll take this opportunity to stop. Yeah, it's the Arc Launcher. Omega Space Gun is the Arc Launcher. It had just a less silly name in like the first station we were in when we first woke up and we were looking at the parts. I think it was just called Space Gun. Omega Space Gun needs to be in Gungeon. Agreed. So we're gonna stop Soma for now. We're gonna pick this back up on Monday. For now, though, let's transition into party games. Ooh, a certain scientific railgun. No. Rex Vulcan, we can't kill you because you need to stay alive to watch A Certain Scientific Railgun Season 3. It's been announced. Obviously, A Certain Magical Index Season 3 is starting. And they're making an Accelerator spin-off show, just like they did A Certain Scientific Railgun. So get ready for 3 shows taking place in Academy City. You can't die until it's all over.